Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Linda Muyobo Show. I'm sure you're wondering right now, wait, Linda's not here, but Linda's kindly invited us to take over today, TheBuild. So my name is Leslie Lumumba, and I'm one of the co-founders of TheBuild, which is a community organization that was founded 2019. I'm here with my brother, my friend, an inspirational guy, to say the least. Samson, Oyeledun. How you doing?
Bro, stop it, man. That's too much. But yeah, thank you. On the back of what Les has said, I just want to thank Linda for giving us this opportunity to actually be here. It's a privilege and it's an honor. And it's amazing to actually just have an opportunity to get into these discussions here. So thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Definitely. We want to really give a shout out to Linda Muyobo. She's doing amazing things on a weekly basis. She's putting out videos, giving content, inviting guest after guest after guest, allowing us to have those transforming conversations and really changing lives. So yeah, really, Linda, thank you.
Thank you.
So, who are we? TheBuild.
Yes, so as Les said, we are the co-founders of TheBuild, and TheBuild has a vision that focuses on personal development and growth in different facets of life, be it mental health, relationships, finances, spirituality. And so we really just want to encourage people to help people, and we want to create a network where everyone is supporting one another. And so that's really what TheBuild is about.
I think, like most of the time, we get an understanding when we see some sort of visuals. So we've got a visual for you. I think it'll be the best way that we can express to you what TheBuild is. So we'll be back with you shortly.
Have that moment just to reflect and process your thoughts. Guys, that half of us will probably maybe go for a light jog. Doesn't necessarily need to be a sprint or anything.
Same boats in there.
It's about time, fam.
Yeah, you get in front of the camera, innit?
It was an amazing evening yesterday. I was able to kind of, really touch base and hit some real topics. But yeah, man, we're just trying to move from level to level. We're allowing it to be led by whatever it is that we need. But what I mean by that is rather have a community that's led by what people need, rather than us putting the topics on top and then rising above from the topics.
It doesn't make you a man being right. You don't have to be right. Being right doesn't make you better. Doesn't make you smarter. And it's getting to the root cause of your problems. Getting to the root cause of why you act the way you do. So that's been my journey so far, and I'm making inroads. So thanks.
Amazing men who are strong enough to open up about their trials and tribulations and understanding that we're actually building together. And then going, when it's starting in the morning, we sing and a dance and a chanting, allow me to remember, do you know what, I'm in this together, I've always been in this together. It took two people to make me, so I should never think I'm alone. And everything I've been doing for myself, I can do for other people. Build, baby, build, baby.
We're recording. 2019.
My slogan is not burn, baby, burn. My slogan is build, baby, build.
Build, baby, build.
Wow.
I watched this video now, and I'm still thinking, like, this was only founded in 2019. Like,
Watching that video.
living proof, like, now. Like,
Nostalgic, yeah. And that was only a few months ago.
literally.
Over the space of a weekend. And what was interesting, bro, was that, within that retreat, there were people that I've known for years. And in the space of a 5-minute conversation, I learned more about them than I did all those previous years that I had known them.
Yeah.
And so it was an amazing weekend. I don't know if that was the same for you.
No,
How did you feel?
definitely. To be able to, only facilitate. All we've really done here is facilitate a conversation.
Yeah.
Being able to block out things in life, being able to block out the day-to-day, the work environment, the Instagram posts, and we just felt, okay, cool. Let's really look into what we're actually doing here, what we're trying, what our values are. And it was powerful.
We even had the 3 Bs. We had the 3 Bs. So it was bedrock, break down, and build up. And so with that, we were actually able to you know, unravel the mind, untangle
Yeah,
the mind,
yeah.
and really break each
Yeah.
other down. You know, and you know, people are very vulnerable and open, and I feel like that's important. It's. I would just like to encourage everyone out there, you know, to be open, to be expressive, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, because that's what will help you to grow. That's what will help you in your development.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Overarchingly, that particular event was called Believe in Your Optimism. And that was derived by our dear friend Minab. That really believed in that. He believed in that, you know, there's something that we believe in, and we really should believe in that something. In that optimistic thought, when you're just really thinking, I really should quit, and believing that's enough. And we should go forward with that small 20%.
Yes, yes,
So it was
yes,
powerful.
yes, yes.
So what are we here today? Today, we're here and we are talking about millennials. We're talking about us young ones. We're talking about what are millennials? Who are millennials?
Millennials is any individual that was born between 1981 to 1996.
Yeah.
So that's age between 22 to 38.
That's a
That's
powerful.
a lot. That is a huge gap.
That's the current generation.
current
That's
generation.
your workforce. When we're talking about
Doing
these
big
startups,
things.
these
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
ones that
yeah.
are controlling this
Yeah.
generation currently. These are the ones that controlling. But talk to us, yeah. So millennials.
Yeah, so you know, in today's society, I feel like millennials, everyone has their own individual idea and perception of what it means to be success.
Yeah.
And what it means to be successful. And so, you know, it's a thing where everyone has their own aims and purpose. So looking at the definition of success, the Oxford Dictionary actually defines success as the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. And so, you know, the question to you viewers out there is, what is your aim and what is your purpose? You know, what is success to you? I don't know.
What success is to me. But let's open the phones as well. So let's let everyone know you can call in if you want to intertwine and interact with us at any point of time. But what is success to me? I guess for myself, that's changed along the way. Being a millennial, you know, seeing what other people are doing, it's gone from, you know, money to houses right now. We're thinking about a success to, I don't know, accomplishments,
Family
being the
relationships.
CEOs, family relationships,
Yes, yes.
on a spiritual level, being able to, you know, have salvation. This is what success really is. It's a
Yes,
combination of many things. However, I really do believe it's dependent on that particular individual.
Yes.
To what that particular individual sees to be success.
You know what, and I also feel like it depends on your values, you know, where your values are. You know, some people place values on their finances and money. Some, as Les said, you know, it may be buying a first house, it may be on like a family relationship, you know, in a relationship with your spouse. And so I feel like pressure comes dependent on where you place your values, you know, and what it actually is that you define success to be.
Yeah.
And what is actually interesting, furthermore, is that, you know, we all have different aims, we all have different goals and desires, but it feels as if the pressures still remain the same. I don't know if you'd agree.
What, a long time goes on, it's just the pressure still.
The pressure still remains the same.
That's something I've realised as of recent. I've still started to understand, regardless of what generation you are, there's going to be some level of pressure. There's going to be something different at you. But I guess what we're trying to talk about today, we're talking about millennials and we're talking about the pressures of success. So what is it different about us, the millennials, if we're coming from a standpoint of looking below or above? What are the pressures that we are facing? And like, what have you come about? What are these pressures? Talk to us.
So I can only speak for myself. And I know, you know, a few years ago, especially whilst I was at uni.
Yeah.
So I'm currently doing a master's in physician associate studies. And it took me an extra 2 years to do what should have been a 3 years degree at no one's fault but myself.
Yeah.
But with the support of people around me and with the help of God, I was able to actually be in the position that I'm in now. But in regards to like the pressures that I faced whilst I was at uni, it was looking at what other people were doing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, seeing that people were moving,
Yeah.
and you know, on social media there's a lot of posting, and there's a lot going on, and so you feel the pressure to catch up or to want to be something that you're not. You know, and it's taken me a while to actually understand where my values are and you know where I place success and what I define success to be.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not sure if you can elaborate on maybe, because we went uni together actually. We went to Hertfordshire uni together, and you know we were in the same year, and so around that time, sort of, what were the pressures that maybe you were feeling?
I guess for pressures, I can speak on what I feel in a current space. You know, so for myself,
course.
as I haven't described, I'm in finance. currently working.
Money, man.
So a pressure for myself is that, okay, now you've, you know, done university,
Yeah.
you're working now, there's certain things that need to come, you know, where's that car? I'm not talking about any car, by the way. We're talking to millennials now. I'm not talking about any car. Where's the Mert?
This is.
Where's the B, man?
real stuff. Real stuff.
Where are things of this nature? And we're not only saying that these are only things that millennials feel or they take, because I'm sure, you know, people in other generations have also felt those pressures. Yes. However, you've made a point when we were talking about how accessible it is, social media, and how not it being somewhat of a bad thing, but you can see what you're doing right now, even though you're all the way.
See, because the thing is, I feel like with us and with today's millennials, we're able to process information a lot quicker because of the wealth of information that is put out there through social media and even on TV.
Yeah.
You know, right now you're able to tune in on Sky or online, whereas
Literally.
years ago there was
on that
only
train.
channels 1 to 5, and there was no way of you
Someone's
plugging
at
into
work
a show.
locking in right now.
Honestly.
Yeah, so
And
it's a great
there's
thing.
wealth of information
So,
right
so
now.
the where we are as a generation is a great thing.
Yeah.
But the downsides to it, explain that.
Yeah, so of course, like when you are looking at what other people are doing, and you're looking at other people's achievement, I believe it takes you away from who you are, and you then believe that you need to be someone else. You need to be like someone else in order to be successful, And so, yeah, I feel as if it took me a while, but I've had the understanding, and I now understand, where I place my values and who I need to be, definitely.
Yeah, it's powerful, and I will say the same. So if we're going backwards to where I was, and even something that TheBuild helped me with, confronting actually who you are. So what we're really saying here is that on somewhat of a basis, as I'm going through what everyone else is doing, this person just pulled up and got this car, and this person's just got this house, and this person's just done this. At that specific moment, I'm feeling in my heart that I'm not doing enough. I'm like, everyone's just busy. Like, I need to be busy as well. I need to post. I think we've got a call right now, but I need to post. I need to do that thing right now. But we've got a call on the line, I believe.
Yes.
Well, that comes through. But yeah, I was feeling like I need to do that.
You know what, though? I don't actually necessarily think that it is a bad thing to have those feelings, though.
Yeah.
I feel as if it's when you rest on.
We
We've got a caller on the
line.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us? Hello?
Hello.
Hi there. What's your name?
Hi,
Where
my
you
name's
calling
Melissa.
from?
Can you hear me?
Elizabeth?
Hello?
Hi there, Elizabeth.
Can you hear me? Melissa.
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Welling, Kent. Hello.
Wellington. How you doing? You got a question for us?
I'm fine. Yes, I do. My question is, based on what Samson said, how do you stop watching what other people are doing, or how can you be happy for what your friends are doing around you, while at the same time still enjoying your own journey to
and enjoying your own success and enjoying your own happiness? Yes, and this is very, very good that you said that. And to answer your question, I think it boils down to the way in which you organize the way that you look at things. What do I mean by that? So if you're waking up in the morning, first thing you do, pick up your phone, you're looking on social media, there's a huge problem there, However, if you set yourself specific times as to when you're gonna, plug into social media, and when you're gonna look at these things, then I feel like you're able to even control your attitude towards those things and how you perceive. And to be honest, it's not necessarily a bad thing, I think, also to be around individuals that are doing well for themselves and that are achieving what they define as success.
Yeah.
Because that encourages you. You don't want to be the best at nothing, You want to be around people that actually encourage you and actually, make you sort of question your own values, And so I don't know if you can add to that, Liz.
For myself, I saw myself, I think really that self-awareness, as we're saying, is so important. So when we're talking about self-awareness, like who we are, what our values are, if we're in any position where we doubt that or we're not too sure about that, for myself, a current status right now, I had to delete Instagram for a bit. I had to. Literally,
I
this
remember
is
when
me
you
right
did
now.
that. I thought.
No. This is me right now. I don't have Instagram because I found myself in a position where I'm consuming so much other information. I'm going and doing things, and these are not bad things. You understand? These are good things. So you accumulating more money, that's a good thing. You doing good work. You starting an organization. I really just wanted to, on a spiritual side, wanted to be focused on what like God is speaking to me. So as much as me doing, fasts from food, I need to fast from what everyone else is doing.
Yes. And that is the truth,
So yeah,
fasting
sometimes
on
you
social
literally have to
media.
take those steps, practical steps of, listen,
Yeah.
I just need to come off it. Like, it's too much.
Oh,
But thank you, Melissa.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
Thank you very
the
much,
so
call.
Melissa.
much.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Yeah, bro's very interesting that
Right
whole
now,
concept.
bro.
Yeah,
Right now,
definitely.
I couldn't do it.
Definitely.
But yeah, what are some of these, what happens as a result of being entertained with what everyone else is doing, as a result of consuming everyone else? What are some of these, what happens? Like, what are some of the effects?
So, I think it also boils down to expectation. So you raise your expectation for yourself based on what other people are doing, and when you don't meet those expectations, you then see it as failure. So the example that I use is like going to the gym. You tell yourself that in 3 months I'm gonna be the biggest guy, walking in town, and after 3 months you see minimal improvement, and you see yourself as a failure as a result. Now, the issue was in the expectation because perhaps you needed to wait an extra 3 months. So perhaps it would have taken 6 months or a year or 3 years. That patience. And so.
But how patient? Let's keep it honest. How patient are you?
We're in a generation where things are quick, bro.
It's right now.
You want it now.
It's right now. And we're not doubting anyone for wanting it right now. Why would you go and microwave your food, talk to Alexa, do all of these things, and then wait for everything else? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why would you now wait to do a whole 3 years of a degree when I've just done fast, and now you're asking me to slow down? It doesn't fathom in the brain. But what I'm trying to get at is that the consequences of those. What are those medical, health conditions? What are the actual, from a medical standpoint, what actually happens?
So you burn out. You burn out. You feel stressed. You find yourself wanting to do, because you're doing more than one thing, you can't focus on a particular thing. You can't focus on what it is that you actually, want to do. You can't focus on your value. You can't focus on, working towards your aim or your purpose or your goal because you're doing 20 things.
Yeah.
And so as a result, you become burnt out. You become stressed. And
in your field of medic, have you? Oh, we've got a caller on the line again.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Who have we got on the line? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hi there. Who have we got on the line and where you calling from?
Hi, my name's Mike.
Hi, Mike. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from South London.
South London, Mike. Talk to us. Have you got a question for us?
Yes. First of all, guys, I just want to say I'm enjoying the show at the moment. Definitely, I think it's a relevant topic and conversation to be had.
Amazing.
In this day and age of ours.
Amazing.
Just going on from what you guys have been saying, I think it is something that is quite apparent in our society.
Yep.
Like following from what Leslie said, he had to, I think, log out of social media himself. But how do we find the right balance? For example, it's hard to not be on social media, as that's kind of the way of staying current, staying up to date, with news, etc., sports or your hobbies, interests. But at the same time, it's the same avenue that we are being polluted, not polluted, but seeing all these things that might drift us away from our main goal.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I think possibly you can say this is a sub-question as well. The fact that I think as well, success sometimes is really, they have quite a strong correlation with age. This person, you get a house by this age, marriage by this age.
Yeah.
You see women, rushing to weddings. Oh, come and find your husband.
But then my question is, who set the standard to be that age?
Getting nearer, or And especially as well, just lastly, the fact that, we're seeing so many more young millionaires now, 18. I tend to think to myself, what was I doing at that age, So,
Yeah. A lot. You had a lot of content in there. So I think we're going to break it up and chop it up in the best way. So you're saying, how do we plug out what is important? As a whole, I think you're saying, how do we actually manage it on a practical basis? I can only talk to you from my standpoint and what I am currently facing. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I had to put to myself, what are my values? Literally, like, what are my values? So I had to, as we said, I was able to be fortunate enough to go to something like TheBuild. I was able to go to a retreat where no one else was there, and I was able to be free with myself and stand myself in the mirror and say, hey, who am I? What do I value? Yep. And for myself, a big value for myself was, my spiritual life, my relationship with God. So I realized that me waking up, as Simon said, and the first thing I'm doing is looking at my phone. I said, okay, cool. I can't do this no more. This has to go. It has to go to the side. Yep. How is that managed? I think continuously confronting yourself and seeing, okay, cool. Am I being this person that I say I'm going to be? Am I being this person that I talk about? Because yes, I'm talking one thing, but am I actually being that individual? I think that was a huge part for me.
And just even on the back of what you said, bro, spending time with yourself, dating yourself, going out to meals by yourself, going to the movies by yourself. So every morning, I wake up early and I go for a walk around the block. And that's literally just so I can be in my own mind, in my own space, and I can actually figure out my values for that particular day, So what do I want to accomplish in that particular day? And as Les said, spending time with God during those walks, understanding that I am not alone and that, people are there around me, and so I definitely feel like a way to manage the wealth of information that is being put at you is to actually, date yourself, understand yourself, spend time with yourself, and understand your values.
Date yourself, bro. We'll leave you with that.
Mike.
Yeah? Nice one. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, mate.
Just on the back of that, what we were trying to get at before, just before we ended, we were saying, what did that look like for me? As a result of not doing this, what did that look like? What I had heard about anxiety. I had heard about depression. I had heard about suicide rates going up. And I'm like, whoa. Something's not going right here, because this the continuous talk, this is topical right now. The continuous, topics about mental health. And I'm like, I ain't trying to be about that.
So one major issue I feel is self-neglect. You work so hard, trying to reach success, reach what you define success to be, that you then neglect the success that is before you. Yeah. And I realized that even in myself, working so hard, looking above the horizon, that I didn't even see what was below me. And so I feel like as a result of trying to reach success and all these pressures and wanting to be the CEO and all these great things, everyone wants to do great things, but as a result I neglected that which was in front of me.
We were talking about that before. We were talking about, sometimes in our time right now, we would rather be number one of ABC Corporation, that's making £0, rather than being number 20 of Amazon, where you'll be making $1 million. And if your value is that you want to have money,
recognition,
you want to, you know what I mean? And that comes really from a state and a being of not really knowing who you are, not really knowing why you're doing what you're doing. I'd rather just have ABC Limited and have my face on there, and so everyone can see me and everyone can say, yes, this is about me, and just like missing out on what. But I thought you said your value was you wanted to change your family trajectory, and do you know what? It's a lot. It is a lot. But we are here. We are coming to an end.
More time.
I wish we did have more time, man. We just have to lock off real quick. Yeah. So please follow us if you can, where you can. TheBuild. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Millennials know how to find us, man. TheBuild. But TheBuild.team. info@thebuild.team for any emails, any questions. I'm sorry, there's various phone lines we couldn't pick up on.
Thank Linda. We just want to say a huge thank you for allowing us to be on this platform.
Linda told me we'll be back.
We'll be back?
Linda told me we'll be back.
We'll be back. Thank you, Linda.
So keep on. She told me we'll be back. Stay plugged in.
Next week.
We're going to be, I don't know about next week, but we'll be back. Linda will be back. So stay plugged in next week. She'll be back, and we'll be back soon.
Take care.
Bless.
Bye.
have that moment just to reflect and process your thoughts. Guys, that half of us will probably maybe go for a light jog. Doesn't necessarily need to be a sprinter or anything.
Same boats and them.
It's about time, fam. Yeah, you get in front of the camera, innit?
It was amazing even yesterday. I was able to kind of, really touch base and hit some real topics. But yeah, man, we're just trying to go from level to level. And we're allowing it to be led by whatever it is that we need. But what I mean by that is rather have a community that's led by what people need, rather than us putting the topics on top and then rising above from the topics.
It doesn't make you a man being right. You don't have to be right. Being right doesn't make you better. Doesn't make you smarter. And it's getting to the root cause of your problems. Getting to the root cause of why you act the way you do. So that's been my journey so far, and I'm making inroads. So thanks.
Amazing men who are strong enough to open up about their trials and tribulations and understanding that we're actually building together, and then going when it's starting in the morning with a sing and a dance and a chanting allow me to remember, do you know what, I'm in this together, I've always been in this together. It took two people to make me, so I should never think I'm alone, and everything I've been doing for myself I can do for other people. Build baby, build baby.
We're recording, 2019,
My slogan is not burn, baby, burn.